Okay, so it's the 17th of October. This is a big heavy box. Very big heavy box. Now, let's open it up. And a clue to what is in this, for those who are watching, it is something I've bought before, but the one I bought previously didn't work properly. And this one hopefully should. This one hopefully should. Right, that is my invoice. Quite well packaged. Oh. So I've got a feeling that box is a little bit small for this thing, it is a bit bent. But yeah, it's reasonably well packaged. There we go. Okay, this is got the Europod. The other one I've got has just got a standard UK plug with the adapter on the end, but that's alright, I can give it an adapter. But yeah, this one, the adapter has been taken off it. Presumably so you can plug it into another device and just have it run off that. At least this one's a bit easier to open than the first one was, which took me forever and a day. Ooh, that panel is coming off a bit. Yeah, it's not quite clicked in. But here we go. This is a Sony TCS1. And this is, as far as I'm aware, I think it's the only drawer-loading slimline Dolby S cassette deck. This one does have a dint, as noticed on the top. Yeah. But the cosmetics on the front are pretty good. I could always swap the lid and the rails on the side with the other one I've got. So, for those who don't know, I bought one of these previously off eBay for, I think it was £40 including delivery. And basically when I got it, it played cassettes perfectly fine. However, it couldn't record to them properly. The right it was only recording on the left channel. The right channel was completely mute, and it was barely recording on there. The left channel was really poor quality, and basically I tried everything with it and that, and I even rang up repair shops about it, and the repair shop said, you know, basically, you know, we don't repair Sony's or most cassette decks because like that, if they have a problem like that, because basically it would just be too expensive to do. Because he essentially told me what I thought was probably the issue, in that I would have to replace like all the capacitors, which for me, you know, nah. Well, this one anyway came up on eBay. It was £65 or best offer plus £10 postage. I put in a best offer of £45, thinking, you know, we'll maybe meet in the middle at 55, but no, they just accepted it. So yeah, as I said, I've no idea whether this one fully works or not. Obviously the description said it was, but yeah, we will have a look at it and that. And I'll probably, if it does work perfectly fine, then what I'll do is I'll probably swap the lid and the side rails of this one with the other one I've got that's still sitting there. And I don't know whether to keep the other one, because I could keep it for parts, or whether to, you know, sell it and that, and maybe try and get a bit of money back, because obviously, you know, but you know, for a cassette deck of this quality and that is really good, because for me, I mainly just want to use it as a recorder and that, not necessarily just to make Dolby S recordings and that, but you know, just as my cassette deck recorder, because I can only use a separate deck for recording cassettes as I do playing them and that. So yeah, and it is fun to do and that as well. But what I'm going to do now is, you know, hook this up and test it out, see if it works, and fingers crossed it does. Okay, I'm filming this handheld, but I've got both cassette decks out because basically this one is being powered by this one because I couldn't find a plug adapter for it, but I remembered I could just plug it into the back of this one. But this one, I've tried recording on it and playing it back in my deck there, and it played perfectly fine. Ignore the slight flicker, it's just a difference in refresh rate, but yeah, it does seem to work. So what I'm going to do now is take it apart, clean the cassette head on it, and also swap the panel with this one with the panel with that one, and that, because the front bit is thankfully perfectly fine, but I'll swap the top two panels around and that, just so I've got a nice neat one, and also put this side rail on properly. And yeah, hopefully it outputs alright. I haven't actually tested that. The only reason I haven't is basically the wire, which is way back there, will not stretch all the way forward, and I don't want to put this in place until I've like swapped everything over and cleaned the heads and that, because once it goes in there, that's it. So yeah, I don't know, I could have both of them in there if I wanted, and just have this one just purely for recording, this one purely just for playback. I don't know, I'll have a think. Just while I've got them out, I have noticed one difference in that basically the capacitors here are black, and in that one there, I don't know if you can just about see that, but they're yellow in that one and they're black in this one. So I'm wondering if those have been possibly replaced. I don't know, but they're the only things that I noticed and that are different, and that between the two there. It could just be, you know, a model that's older or newer down the line, but yeah, that's basically the only difference I've noticed between the two of them. So, but yeah, now to put them back together. Okay, so here it is, and that's all I'm going to play from that. But yep, it is working perfectly fine. It is playing and recording and that perfectly fine. So yay on this one. I finally got a Dolby S cassette deck there. Yeah, I think it is a slightly different one because on this one the input has got blue behind it and the output is green, and if I get the camera, there we go. On this one they're both green, so it could, I don't know, maybe it has had its capacitors out, I don't know. But regardless, there we go. But this will still be my main deck for playback, but this one, you know, for everything else. So yeah, for recording I mean. Oh, okay, so the 18th of October, and I've been around. So I picked up a Robotnik from Smith's Toys. This is I also saw them in Toy Entertainer as well. But yeah, that's a really good. To be honest, the extra size in that does make the Jim Carrey in that, it does look better in that, particularly because the 4-inch version looked a little bit more. Here you can see a little bit more definition in it. You know, it looks more like Jim Carrey thanks to that, you know, larger scale. So yeah. Now I'm not picking up Sonic, even though they did have Sonic. Not that I won't pick him up, I'm just not picking him up now because basically I'm going to wait to see if he goes on sale, essentially, because as I said previously, Sonic 2 figures, the Sonic figures went down to all the way down to £2 at one point. So yeah, but I did pick up Robotnik, and of course I had to pick him up. Tails, I had to pick up Tails. So yeah, there's two variants of Tails. This is obviously regular Tails, and the other one he's got some mascot head or something on there. Not quite sure. Oh, I just noticed that at the bottom there. It's annoying. Slight bit of damage to the box at the bottom of that one. Yeah, a lot of these were damaged actually in the shop. A lot of them were, unfortunately. Like literally ripped. And also, there's this, which I did decide to pick up one of these just because these are only £6. You know, I should line the light up a little bit better. There we go. But then there was something I spotted at Toy Entertainer. And this is an absolute bargain. I don't know if this is like the price it'll stay at, but at the time recording this, and I'll probably have reviewed it as well, and put it on the channel long before this video comes up, but I'll show it anyway. It's this. So this is the Sonic 3 Action 4-pack, which has Sonic, Tails, Knuckles and Shadow. There wasn't any Knuckles, by the way, 5-inch figures I could find out at the minute. But here are. But what's interesting about this set is obviously the Tails and the Knuckles are both variants of the regular ones. Tails has more of a sort of scowl type of face, whereas this one, you know, is more generic. I don't know if these two are exclusive to the set, I don't know. Excuse me. But also, this has the light up Sonic and the light up Shadow. In fact, I will turn the lights off for this. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm hoping you can change the batteries on them, because that'll be dead annoying if you can't. But yeah, this is also good for collectors since, you know, you're able to open it up, and also you should be able to put them back in the box, hopefully, maybe. I don't know, but I will be opening this. But yeah, they are quite large, actually. Particularly Knuckles at the bottom there. But yeah, considering I do know the light-up versions and that, like, considering each one of these figures would be £15 each if they were released individually. So, yeah, I don't know if they've just gotten the price on them wrong or whether it is meant to be that price, but £30 at Toy Entertainer, absolute bargain. But again, they only had the one. Literally, they put the score and they literally just had one of them. So, yeah, and I didn't see it at Smith's Toys at all. But, yeah, there we go, people, there we go. So, I was very happy to get those. Okay, so it's the 24th of October, and picked this up from Toy Entertainer today. Fang, which I think he's only ever been released in a 2.5-inch form. And I think this is the first time he's being released in a 2.5-inch figure form, if I remember rightly. But, yeah. About, as usual, about half the wave is, you know, re-releases and that, but some new ones and that in there as ever. And there's that 18th billion release of modern Sonic pointing. But, yeah, why is the white balance going off? Don't know why. But regardless, there he is. Hooray. So yeah, this was £6 from Toy Entertainer. Oh look, the white balance has corrected itself again. So, yeah. Don't know why. Maybe because the light's reflecting off the box. Who knows? Also, got a Fanta cup. Yay. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, as for the Sonic 4-pack, the Sonic Movie 3 4-pack, which I reviewed on the channel, basically that set, I've managed to pick one up for my sister. And that's today, which is going to be for her for Christmas. Also, I noticed something, because I noticed these, you know, little holes and that on the box on each side. and I couldn't work out what the hell they were for. And turns out that's where the pull tabs are. So if you see these things in a shop and they don't light up, it's mainly because probably the pull tabs have not been pulled, so they come out of here. So yeah, but it was very lucky. I went in and they weren't out on the shop floor. Actually no, sorry, they weren't on the shelves, and they were basically in like a rack or trolley or whatever, and they just had them there. They must have just gotten a delivery of them and they hadn't put them out on the shelf yet. But yeah, I grabbed them. Still nothing on there, the other figures and that. Also, this has started glowing. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I don't know why, it's just being sat here, untouched. This is bloody weird. It's like a bloody phantom. There we go. Alright, so it's the 28th of October. Apologies if you can hear my laptop in the background, but it's rendering at the minute, so yeah. Package here. This cost me £9 plus, was it £2.95 postage? Here it is. Go straight in the bin. So this is You and Me Act 6 Truth Decay cassette, which yeah, I was not aware that this was a thing until after it had sold out, so yeah. But someone recently, literally someone this week on eBay, well, last week at the time of recording this, someone on eBay put 5 of these on there, so they must have bought 5 of them, and they've just been sitting on there. They're all brand new sealed, but yeah, they had 5 of them, so yeah, I bought one. Which, to be honest, I can't remember what the original retail price of these was, but this is probably about the same amount, if not even slightly less than probably they originally were. But as I said, I don't know the original price. Because it's not on their website and that anymore, because it's long since sold out. But there it is. Not very much tape on there, because it's not a particularly long album. Ooh, whoever applied that label did not apply it properly. Can we flatten that out a bit? There we go. There we go. Whoever applied that beforehand didn't apply it properly. Thankfully I've smoothed it out there. I recognise this tape though. The place that manufactured this and that, because it seems that most, not all, but most cassette releases, modern cassette releases that are done today, actually come from the UK regardless of region. Like, for example, on Linkin Park's website they mention, oh, if you live outside the UK, be prepared to pay import. Which is good for me, because, yeah, I obviously live in the UK. There we go. This is looking a lot brighter on camera than it is in real life. It's actually a darker red. But again, that's just the lights I've got up. But yeah, for £9 plus £2.94, £2.95, whatever the delivery was, it was £2 something. Pretty good. The slight mark on the booklet, but that's it. But yeah, considering it's brand new and it's long since sold out, very happy. I will be playing that at some point, and that I'll put that on my sort of pile of cassette. Well, the 2 other cassettes I've got there that I'm being on next to listen to. So, yay! Happy days on that. So yeah, there we go, people. There we go.